Really, really cool moment. You mentioned sort of this, and I was hoping to kind of go back a little bit and move forward with you today. What is the best thing you learned about your group this year that you think will help you as you move forward?
That they're fighters, and the determination that this group has. And I actually, in conversation with Jared Kelnick on Sunday night, I talked about his specific style of determination, but that I could easily use that to categorize this team. It's so fun to watch how hard they would come back, and the never say die attitude and the grind that they would show. And that's, when you have the kind of talent that our group has, and you are that determined, and we are still very young, so these were incredibly valuable experiences, and take that and couple it with that characteristic determination, and I think we have a special thing happening here.
Was there a specific player that jumps out to you that did something this year that you said, wow, I hoped that was in there, but I wasn't sure it was in there, and now I feel like it's something they can do again and again?
Oh, I could point to many, and the easiest finger to point would be at Mitch, frankly. And after a year and a half of come back from really difficult injuries and surgeries to bounce back from, for him to go out and end to end have the year that he had and finish the way that he finished, I thought was maybe the best way to point at our team. But the emotion of JP Crawford, the quality and consistency from Ty France, the magic from our bullpen that I do think is sustainable. Those guys all made notable strides in taking what was a good skill set and making it better. I think all of those guys really stepped up and did wonderful things, and they'll all be back, so I really look forward to it.
You mentioned that word sustainable, and I actually wanted to follow up because you used it last week as well, and you said you weren't sure if the team would be sustainable for 90-plus wins every year yet. What do you need to do to be at that level?
I think we have to go to the market. We have to improve the depth of our lineup. I probably goes without saying that over the course of the season, we were at times challenged in terms of our nine-man lineup and run scoring, frankly. And you can't always rely on, the heart and determination that we showed at the end of the games. And, if we can go to market, whether that's free agency or trade, some combination of both, we do intend to add offense to this team, and would like to look for more starting pitching like everybody else will. And, we're very comfortable where our bullpen is. We feel like we do have foundational pieces in place across our roster. And there's a lot of players here that have really grown as big leaguers, but we are going to need to go and help the team out. And it's a good free agent market to be able to do that and hit areas of need for us. There's also the opportunity with the depth in our farm system to graduate players, or to go find fits with other teams.
What is the free agent market going to end up looking like just because of the potential here for a lockout? That throws everything into some chaos. Could they institute some sort of a salary floor that would cause a bunch of teams to spend money? How much time have you guys spent dealing with these unexpected issues like that?
We've thought about all of them, but you can't prepare for anything until you know what the rules are going to be. Mm-hmm. And I guess what will surprise some is that we don't make the rules. we abide by them. So, in this case, I don't really know what the off season is going to look like, but I do know it's a very talented group that's hitting free agency. And, once we get to and through the World Series, we'll get a pretty good sense for how the off-season market is going to begin. And I don't know what it'll look like as it goes, but we're going to approach it like it's any other year and get out and start recruiting the free agents we think fit for us very early on, and see if we can sell somebody on the city of Seattle and what's happening with this young team.